The domain of the big cats is evident throughout college football. Tigers, lions, wildcats, and cougars. The apex predator of the jungle or the mountains prowls this landscape, and when we get a pair of them together, claws will certainly fly. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Houston Cougars, taking on a team from the ACC, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Wildcats ready to get this thing started and open the season. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Houston's offense will go to work first. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive plays, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
And let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your squad, for your new team, all the hype. Let's see what he's got.
Running back searching for a hole. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. All right, guys, let's talk Houston. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Houston going up tempo. Convert that third down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
You do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, that you watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down. You throw the quick timing slant. Now, everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
I can't snap the ball. I can't.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. They'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Gain of 23 on the play.
The Cougars have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Avant. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Avant. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. That's caught. It's Barry Johnson. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Back to pass. Got his man. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Bringing the heat. Got his man. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And the Cougars started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Got his man quickly. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Houston. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Northwestern Wildcats offense will go to work for the first time today. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll keep it on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Pulls and throws off the RPO.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Hands it off. Breaks the tackle. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that's chance to answer with a score of their own. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Northwestern! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
And they did tack on the extra point. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Houston offense comes onto the field. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Wildcats. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job of making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Thurman.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Hand off from the gun. There he goes. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Offense changing the play. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab over the middle. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Finds his man. It's Barry Johnson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Past the sticks, and he may get more. He's picked up 49 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Taylor wants to throw. He'll take the deep shot. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
The offense gets pretty lucky there. Third down in your own end. You're throwing to try to get the first. That ball just a little bit late, and as a result, they're lucky that wasn't a pick six.
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to...
Oh, he's got some space. The 20. He's up, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run play action. Finds his target down the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got him downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. It'll be a draw. Makes a man miss. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. 8th play of the drive coming up. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. And there he goes. A dynamic quick return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougar!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Taylor wants to throw it. It's caught. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Got his man downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Off the play fake. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the 1st half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. He'll set up to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Cougars. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole 1st half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston.
Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead.
Turning it on! They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Quickly complete. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. The Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. The sure hands, it's Covey. And he coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. The give to the tailback. Runs through a tackle.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Makes the grab on the left. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You can flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Here comes the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. It's a draw. Breaks into the open. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And the Wildcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Touchdown, Wildcats! A great catch and run for 6.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Taylor wants to throw. Here's the pressure. He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Houston offense once again. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Cougars come to the line in the hurry-up. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Gets rid of it. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Cougars, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Complete to the left. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Cougars in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. A strike downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of one. And the D deny them on second and goal. Back to pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And they take it in for 6 more points. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Finds a man in the middle. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get hands on them, and you just find ways to continue to get him the football. He's making plays, so I'm going to continue to throw it his way.
And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Northwestern making quick work on this drive. They'll go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they...
Got enough space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The Wildcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Houston offense comes onto the field. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Handoff to the lone back. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 1st down from the 30. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. He's got him wide open. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Houston wants to play fast.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to
know where to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Northwestern. The defense putting points on the board.
And how about this defense, man? They just keep making plays. Another forced turnover and another touchdown, man. They don't just scoop these fumbles up. They're scooping them up with the intent to score. Their 2nd fumble return for a touchdown today.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Avant. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Turning it on. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
Takes the easy one to the back. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good. And then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Touchdown, Houston. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Taylor wants to throw it. Working that left side now. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Now the play fake. Plucks it out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
Northwestern will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He lets one fly deep. He's got it on the left. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Complete. Quick step and go. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take his knee.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Here we go. What great shape they will be in if they can punch in a touchdown on 4th and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Taylor wants to throw. Under fire. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Holds and fires complete to the right. And he'll be smacked to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Sends it back in motion. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're working that left side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 2nd down coming up. They go to the ground. Jukes his way for more. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. 1st and 10 for the offense. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Fakes to grab. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And we're all tied up, and who's in the mood for a dramatic finish, fellas? And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best play.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Leaves it with the running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes. No wiggle.
They'll keep it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Big celebration, and understandably so, guys, but there is still time on the clock.
That's a big-time kick. Had to have it. Nice job taking the lead. Nice execution. Now, defensively, you know exactly what you're getting in for. One more stop, and this one's over.
The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on it.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Taylor wants to throw it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a three-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just knowing, listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the fourth quarter.
Got the quick pass. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
And obviously, getting the completion, it's a killer. They get a new set of downs. You got to find a way to make a play now. The saving grace, I guess, Jesse, is he ran out of bounds and stopped the clock, so at least the clock isn't running.
Yeah, and David, it's just a situation right now.
And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Touchdown, Northwestern! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
And he tacks on the extra point. Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Showing the arm strength to the left. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough